Hello, global XR community. My name is Alan Smithson. I'm a co-founder at MetaVRse, and I'm super excited today to present to you the MetaVRse Engine and Metopia and the Mall and some of the solutions that we've been able to build on this revolutionary new web-based 3D creation platform. So let's dive right in. All right. So again, my name is Alan Smithson, and you're going to be learning about MetaVRse, the engine building the metaverse. Our team consists of technologists, business people, and of course, some really passionate people in the world of 3D, XR, AI, blockchain. We love all of these technologies. We believe that technology fundamentally can improve humanity, and we're all in this together. I won't go too into depth, but these are the team members. Julia and Karen are also the founders of XR Women. Julia will be giving another keynote on the women of XR, so make sure you look out for that. And I'm doing another keynote in this conference called Picks and Shovels, the tools that will create the metaverse, talking about all the tools in 3D, XR, AI, and blockchain. So make sure you check that out as well. I'm going to play a little video for you.
Welcome to MetaVRse, the leading creation platform for the spatial web. We make it easy to create interactive 3D experiences and deliver them instantly to every modern device, computers, smartphones, and mixed reality headsets. The world is transitioning to Web 3, characterized by 3D websites, digital asset ownership, and pervasive AI integration. We work closely with major enterprises like Siemens Healthineers, Samsung, Mastercard, Mars, and Microsoft to bring immersive 3D experiences to everyone, from healthcare professionals to everyday consumers. Our mission at MetaVRse is clear: metaverse creation for everyone. We believe that by making 3D creation more accessible, we can empower individuals and businesses to participate in the spatial computing revolution. Our flagship product, the MetaVRse Engine, brings together the power of the open web with the possibilities of immersive technologies. Design and build 3D scenes, add custom interactions, and push to over 7 billion devices with just one click. Looking ahead, we're thrilled to announce MetaVRse Engine 2.0, our fully enterprise-ready upgrade featuring future-proof extensibility, enhanced security, and cutting-edge features. We hope you'll join us in shaping the future of spatial computing and be part of the revolution that will redefine how we communicate, collaborate, and create. Thank you.
So there's a bit about what we do. Now let me show you the actual products here. So I am going to mute this site. There we go. I'm getting messages in the background. But let's go full screen here. And this is an example of some of the training experiences that we are doing for different enterprises. This one happens to be a medical device, but you'll notice that it's running in a browser. I'll just open that up so you can see it's running in a browser. Everything we do from the creation right through to the publishing goes out through the browser. So this eliminates the need to build an iOS version, an Android version, a Windows version. It's all one build deployed to all devices. So here we have an ultrasound machine. And maybe I want to teach people about the different parts of it. This can be done in any language. We have a backend CMS so that you can update all of this real time, and it's available instantly. So when you push an update, you don't have to wait for the App Store to update or any people have to update the app. No, it's all real time. So it makes it really, really powerful. Now, the other part of this is that these solutions can be built directly into learning management systems, all of this. So really what we've done is created the ability to have rapid 3D creation and instant deployment to all devices. This particular use case in training, one of our partners has seen a 40% decrease in training costs and training times. So we're really excited about that. It also leads to increased retention because people learn in 3 dimensions, and it turns out the world is in 3D. And up until now, we've had to watch videos and read boring PDFs and stuff. And so now we have the ability to learn. Look, we have the ability to teach somebody almost anything. Let's say
make sure the system is completely turned off. Carefully lift the panel and put it aside.
We can do the audio in any language as well. We use AI for that. And once you've figured out, remove the power, remove these screws, replace the power supply, and voila. So really, really quick, easy, fast learning that really does improve the learning. Some of the technologies that we've had to build into this is really incredible. We had to, if you look at the buttons here, these buttons are all HTML and CSS HUDs, so you can use exactly what you've been used to for web development. You can build right in here. All of these ones in the 3D scene are not CSS. Anything in the 3D scene is just a HUD that you can build using images. And anything in the 2D scene, like this back button or this menu button, is all CSS and HTML, which gives you a really easy way to do this. One of the other things that you can do is you can host this entire thing on-prem. So you don't have to worry about security, privacy issues, that type of thing. You can host it on your own premises solution. So with that, I'll go here and I'll just reiterate the points here. The benefits are rapid 3D creation and instant deployment to all devices, 40% savings in training, increased retention, incorporate this into learning management systems. We also have built some custom technology that allows you to incorporate HTML and CSS HUDs. You can, because we built our own rendering technology, even the 3D model format is our own, we are able to put this across any device from an older iPhone right up to a powerful laptop or even a PlayStation. It all runs through any browser. And of course, having the ability to render this on-prem, and it's completely cloud agnostic. So you could host it on your Azure, on your AWS, you could host it on your Google Cloud Services, whatever cloud service you want, it's available for you. So with that, I'll show you the next part of this is Meetopia. So Meetopia is virtual meetings made fun. The idea here is that we wanted to have like a Zoom call, like I'm recording this on Zoom, but I wanted to have the virtual world as well. So I'll put that out of the way and I'll show you how to create an avatar. So you have a bunch of avatar options and you can customize this. I'll select this guy for now. And then I'll go to the next step. You'll be able to customize it, your hair, everything. You'll be able to put anything you want. So put Alan XR Community. Perfect. Save that guy. And now I can select my avatar. And now my avatar is selected. And then what I'm going to do now is go into meetings and I will create, I'll delete this one here, but I can create a custom room and we'll call it XR Community. And you can have token. So you can have token gating. So for example, if you give somebody an NFT and you don't want them to enter without it, you can do that. You can have only users join this private room. You can have token gating. You can also have POAPs, or proof of attendance protocols. So you can select that and it'll issue them a token at the end. And then, of course, you can have them need to have that token for the next meeting. You can select a time for your event as well, just like you would on Zoom. And then you can schedule your meeting. And then you get to choose from one of the many rooms that we've built. We actually built one for Halloween yesterday, which was super cool. Had pumpkins and scary stuff around there, but we'll just choose this one. I don't know, maybe this one here. We'll add guests. And now you can add your guests here via email, or you can select this link here and send that out. So I'm going to close that for now, and we'll go down to the bottom. And we'll just enter the experience. Once you're in here, you'll see that, and I'm doing this all real time because I want to show you the download speeds and all this. This is all running real time. There's no trickery here. And then it loads into the space, and you'll notice that my avatar is in there. And our avatars all have white hair for right now because, well, we haven't put the color picker in yet, but you'll be able to have hair in any color. But you can walk around. You could, if you really wanted to, you could jump on the desks. I know some people were jumping on the desk. Let's see if we can get up there. There we go. I'm on the desk now. And it's just WSD. So you can walk around. You can go into first person as well. Let's say, for example, you wanted to, get close and personal to somebody. You can do that as well. And of course, we have the ability to have video on board. So I can have video. And if I go full screen with the video, you'll notice that I have a picture-in-picture, so we can go full screen. I can share my screen. I have the ability to go full screen, picture-in-picture on and off. I can share my screen through the system. I can stop my video, obviously start my video, and I can turn on and off my microphones. So everything you would have in Zoom, but you have also the 3D space where you can collaborate with people and walk around, have different rooms, and each one of these rooms can be a different pod. So for example, people having a conversation in this room here won't be heard by the general room over here, and that sort of thing. So this is Metopia, and yeah, we really had to push a number of different technologies for this. We obviously had multiplayer capabilities, and we had the ability to have WebRTC, the ability to have chat. We've got a chat room here as well. Hello, world. You've got chat. You've got video, real-time video. You can have emotes, stuff like this, and there'll be tons more of this stuff as well. As we go, we'll be able to do that. So really cool. We also have token gating, like I mentioned before, and this really gives you an enhanced engagement and immersion. So here, I'll go back to the presentation here. We'll go to the next slide. And so just to reiterate, the value is in enhanced engagement. Putting people in virtual worlds and letting them have the autonomy to walk around is super, super exciting, and people really love it. We've been hosting all of our meetings in Metopia for the last few months, and it's super exciting, and it's fun. We're jumping around, we're doing stuff. It just brings that whole idea of the work from home into a work from an office or a place where you can collaborate together. It decreases the amount of costs, so you don't have to travel around, don't have to drive to work, and there's huge time savings as well. Accessibility and inclusivity, this works on all devices, like I mentioned. It's flexible and scalable. You'll be able to customize all the rooms as well, based on your level of involvement with that. And again, multiplayer, WebRTC, token gating, and also WebXR. So you'll be able to do this in VR, AR, tablets, phones, computers. Really exciting. So with that, let's move on to the next product that we have. We've already shown the avatar system, and you'll notice the UX is all the same. We try to keep one code base for everything. So everything is built on the MetaVRse Engine, the Metopia, the training, enterprise solutions, the mall. It's all built on the MetaVRse Engine. And what we did was we built a MetaVRse Lite that allows you to kind of make a lot of things without having to kind of get in there and code and stuff. But the full power of the JavaScript-based engine is available to everybody. So with that, I'm going to make another room. We'll call it XR Community again. And in the mall, you have two things. You have the ability to have a private room, or you have the ability to also have a fully public room. So you can go in there and you can go into the mall, you can walk around, you can see other people. And really what we're trying to do is make social shopping, is making, virtual retail fun again. The whole idea with all of this was, here, I'm going to kill my camera over here. Perfect. Killed that. Go back into the mall, and you'll notice the mall's same UX, everything. But the whole idea was that, if you're going on, Amazon, or you're going on, e-commerce sites, it's not social. You're not calling a friend and saying, hey, join me in there. But the mall is really social. It's like Roblox for retail. And we're really excited for this. And of course, I wanted to just load this real time as I'm recording, because I didn't want you to think that I'm, putting any special effects in here or anything. This is all real time. And there we go. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to turn on high quality. I'm going to turn on my shadows. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go full screen. So now you'll see I'm in a mall. It's very big. This mall is 100 floors. Each floor is 1 million square feet. So what you're seeing right now is half of one floor. That wall over there on that far wall is actually a divider between this half and the other half. We haven't built the other half of the floor one yet, but you'll see here. I'll go into the MetaVRse store. And when you go in here, we don't have very much in here right now. All the stuff's going in, but you'll be able to go into the store. Check this out. You have huge ceilings in here and even a hole in the floor. Whoa. So you can get really creative with this. You have 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet by 100 feet. That is the size of a floor in the mall. And you can either buy a floor, or you can lease space in a floor, or lease an entire floor. This is our partner, InWorld AI. They create conversational AI for characters. So you'll be able to create your own concierge in the mall, and that concierge will have all the information about the mall and be able to help you with general purpose questions around the mall. Inside here, we have a little art gallery. You'll be able to buy NFT art or physical art that you want to fractionalize. You can do in here as well. Floor 21 is going to be the Musée Collection des Arts, and floor 21 of the mall is going to be one of the largest collections. They own the largest collection of private artifacts in the world. And really excited, sorry, the largest private collection of cultural artifacts in the world. And so they'll be opening Musée Collection des Arts out of Monaco. They'll be opening in the mall very soon. One thing I want to point out is we created this new technology called multi-zip. And so you'll notice as I walk towards the decor configurator, the room loads. And as I walk away, it disappears. This is called multi-zip. And what this allows you to do, if you own the NFT for this space or you're leasing it, you now have the ability to build something in the MetaVRse Engine and publish it directly in here without having to interrupt the entirety of the rest of the mall. So what that means is brands can now update things on the fly, and they can maybe have one for Christmas or Halloween or whatever. The idea here is that you have full capabilities to have configurators. Well, that one actually looks really nice. I like that wood floor. Maybe I'll go over here, start the fire. We didn't start the fire. Sorry. Oh, no. You can change the carpet if you want. All right, let's see what we got here. Maybe I want to change the color of that. No, that's ugly. We'll go gray. Yeah, perfect. So you get the point. You can create a whole configurator in here. This can be all done through fiat and cryptocurrency. You can buy physical or digital goods in fiat or cryptocurrency. And really, this is the mall. We're super excited. It will be opening to the public very soon, but you can get in there now. It's themall.io, and you can sign up for access to the mall, and you'll get early access. So themall.io. And another thing that's going to be in the mall is on floor 2 is the Juicyverse. We partnered with Mars Wrigley, and we built the Juicyverse on floor 2. So that'll be opening soon, and we opened it in June as a standalone project, and it'll be residing permanently in the mall. You'll be able to just click that and it'll take you into floor 2 of the mall. And that is the Starburst Juicyverse. We also partnered with Hedera. They're our blockchain partner, and all of our token. So if I go into my personal, oops, not that one, this one here, I can go into, I can't go in there now. You'll be able to go in and see your tokens for loyalty, and they're all built on Hedera. And I'm really excited about that. The token gating, NFTs, everything is done through the Hedera network. And the reason why we chose Hedera as our partner was really simple. They actually are an enterprise grade blockchain, and we work with enterprises. So we wanted to make sure that there was no issues with security. We also work with BitPay. They're the largest company for accepting crypto in the world, and they accept 95 different cryptocurrencies. Again, you'll see these multi-zips in action. As I walk in, you'll see things loading. And we also have the ability, we call it infinite LOD. As I walk away from the shoes, you'll notice that the resolution gets higher and higher as I get closer and closer. That happens with textures and geometries. So we're really excited about Infinite LOD. It's opened up a world of possibilities in massive environments like the mall. So you can have really, really big environments and really customize them in any way you want. So there you go. I can customize the shoe, and you'll notice as I get closer, it gets better and better. So I'll leave you with that. And I'm going to stop there, and we'll go back to the presentation. And I'll just make sure I reiterate these points here. So the value of the mall is increased brand engagement, social and gamified retail, think like Roblox for retail, and of course, increased revenues. We built a bunch of technologies, the multi-zips for putting projects into large persistent environments like the mall, infinite LOD of geometries and textures, and of course, you can buy physical and digital goods in crypto and fiat. So we're very excited about the mall. The next part I'm going to show you is even more exciting to me. It is the actual how the sausage is made. So I think what we'll do here is we'll go over to the MetaVRse editor and we'll create a project together. So this is the MetaVRse editor. We're going to call it XR Community. And this is how the sausage is made. All right. So I'm going to build a quick project here right in front of your eyes. I'm going to import a project. I've already got it built here, my yellow robot, my trusty yellow robot. And I'm going to grab the texture files, the robot, and a background or a skybox. So I'm going to import those now, add a new folder. And everything I'm doing is real time. This is uploading from my desktop into the cloud, converting it to our binary format and sending it back down. So now I can work with it. And just for an idea of perspective, this cube is 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. And so if you zoom out, you actually have a kilometer by a kilometer, 1,000 meters by 1,000 meters to work with. And you can build this as a persistent virtual world. You can build it as a standalone 3D project. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to minimize that. I'm going to go to my assets folder down on the bottom here. And I'm going to take my 3D object, my robot. And this button here takes you to kind of 0, 0, 0, right? So I'm going to zoom in here. Maybe I want to rotate it a bit so we can see the side view of this thing. Great. And you'll notice that I'm going to move myself over here. I can have the ability to have meshes, different meshes, but I can also select all the meshes, and then I can add things like my roughness. And if you notice, when I click on the roughness, now you'll see a reflection on the skybox, and over here on the left, this world controller allows you to see the skybox, and you can see it reflecting real time off the skybox. Now, if I wanted to replace that, I simply drag and drop, and now it's reflecting off the new skybox. So I can do that at will, and then I'm going to turn off the skybox, go back to finish putting on my texture files. So I'll put my normals on. I will put my albedo, and I will put my metalness. Perfect. Now I've got a robot that looks somewhat real, but it's a little dark. So I'm going to add a light over here on the left. I'm going to move myself out of the way again. Over here on the left, I can add a light. And of course, I have real-time controlling of the light. So if I wanted to make it brighter or darker. And it's universal lighting. We'll be working on different lenses and different lighting effects and stuff like that soon. But for now, it is just a general overall light. Okay. Now, if I go snap back to 0, I'm going to make this guy a little bit bigger by holding Shift. And make it a little bigger. Maybe I want to bring it up. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do one other thing. I'm going to cast shadows. Then I'm going to go back into the world controller, and I'm going to turn on my shadows. Shadows do take a little bit of power, so you have to be careful not to use them sparingly, because every time you add a light, you add a shadow, it does take a bit of power. So I'm going to add a plane here, a plane of existence, and I'll put that down below, and I'm going to show shadows. So now what you'll see is my robot casts a shadow on my plane, and I'll just bring that up just so it matches the bottom of the robot. Perfect. I got a robot sitting on a plane. Fantastic. Now what I want to do is I'm going to add the ability to zoom into this part here. So what we haven't done is added a camera. So we're going to add a camera, click the camera, and I'll say, I don't know, maybe here, use current location. And no matter where I am, if I go to location, it snaps me back to there. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some logic to fly me in here and animate the robot. The robot itself, if you notice, it's got fbx.c3b. C3b is the Cherry 3D. We acquired the company back in 2019, which became the MetaVRse Engine. And that is a little nod to Cherry 3D and the work they did before amalgamating with MetaVRse. So it's a C3B file. And with that, I can click this file. I can go to animations, and you'll notice that it has an animation built in. And of course, I can scrub that animation. I can do anything I want with it. But the last tab over here on the right is the controller. And this is where it gets super interesting. I'm going to move myself out of the way again. Put me here. I can grab JavaScript controllers. For example, in this case, I'm going to grab a mega controller. And if I right click, I can edit this content, and I have a full JavaScript editor on board, which I can then resize, type whatever I want. And I have the ability to write whatever script I want. However, for those of you who are not JavaScript experts or don't want to get into that, you can just simply use the Mega Controller by drag and drop. I drop it on, it gives me a bunch of options. Camera. So it says, what camera do I want? We'll just use the camera we built, and we'll close that. And we'll say, I don't know, 3 seconds, 3,000 milliseconds. And then object animation. We just take the robot, drop it here, and we can start, different speeds. We'll do it at 0.5 speed. And there you go. And I can start time, that sort of thing. So we'll just leave it at that. And let's go preview. Everything is real time. So what you're going to see here is the ability, no matter where I am, let's say I'm out here, I click this, it's going to take me 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Animate the robot. And what I'll do is I'll just take a quick image here and save that. And that becomes the hero shot. And that's the loading shot. Whenever I load this, it'll show this. So what we're going to do here is go preview, publish. And what you'll notice now is it's saving the progress. It's saving locally, it's saving in the cloud, and it's also saving in the GitHub. I just exceeded my ability to do this. So with that, I'm going to stop right there because we haven't even got the payment processing in here yet. So you can sign up for MetaVRse Engine at editor.metaverse.com. I'm going to go back here. Let me go back to my presentation and make sure I didn't forget anything here. So the value of it is the MetaVRse Engine is that it's completely web-based. You don't have to pay App Store commissions or deal with their permissions. You can have crypto games, you can have crypto apps, you can do anything you want. It is the open web. It's 10 times faster to build and deploy because you don't have to code, you don't have to build an iOS, Android, you don't have to build all these versions. It is build once and deploy everywhere over the browser, works on any browser, any device. It is low code and of course has onboard scripting in JavaScript that you saw. And we accept all major formats. So OBJ, FBX, GLTF, JPEGs, MP3s, MP4s, pretty much anything you can throw at it, it will take. We're working on USDZ in the future, so that'll be another option as well. And then the technology that we have built to make this happen, of course, multiplayer, but also multi-editor, the ability to save in the Git. So when you have multi-editor, you have people all working together on a project, this gets kind of crazy. So you want to have a place where you can kind of revert back. Let's say I make a change and break it. You got to be able to revert back, which is why we created the GitHub repository. It's all built on a scalable Kubernetes, however you say it, infrastructure. And the idea here is that we built it for enterprise scale. And we work with enterprise clients. We understand that, if you're using a ton of multiplayer, but you're not using a ton of, some other things, you shouldn't drive all your cloud costs up. So we built on Kubernetes so that it's a really, really scalable solution. And of course, we figured out in order to make all this work, especially things like the mall and the larger environments, the larger persistent environments, we figured out how to do multi-threading on a browser, which unlocks the power of this on any device. So we're very excited about that. Where do we sit in the ecosystem? We kind of sit in between all of these things. We're web-based and low code, but you have the full power of coding as well if you choose. So that's where we sit, and I'll move that out of the way so you can see. So that's where we sit in kind of the ecosystem. And our Web3 strategy, like I mentioned before, we partner with Hedera. Hedera, or HBAR, is an enterprise-grade blockchain, and the whole idea behind this is that they have a governing council. They're environmentally friendly. They've never been hacked. The governing council is kind of the biggest companies in the world: Tata, Ubisoft, IBM, Google, LG, Dell, massive companies that we trust every day with everything. And so the idea here is that they serve a 3-year term and then they rotate out. So no one company can ever hijack the council. So it is distributed in that we distribute it throughout these different countries and different companies. And so it's also super sustainable. We really love Hedera and the team there. So if you're looking to build anything on the blockchain, especially for business, this is the way to go. So with that, again, my name is Alan Smithson, and I'm one of the founders here at MetaVRse, and we are super excited. Our mission is metaverse creation for everyone, and we hope that you will join us on our mission and build something really incredible that serves either your enterprise needs or your personal needs. You can build anything you want. there's a code here that will take you to metaverse.com/links, and you can sign up for the editor, the mall, or Metopia. And I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what you guys build, because really when it comes down to it, it's not about what we build, it's about what you build. With that, I'm going to show you our product roadmap. In 2024, 25, we've got a roadmap out to 2030. The whole idea here is that we're just going to continue to make this better with, shardless multiplayer with thousands of people, different lenses, animation suites, accepting different 3D model formats. In the future, we're looking at hybrid edge and on-device rendering. Right now, we do on-device rendering, and the reason for that is because it is much less expensive for that. And so we're super excited to build on this and keep building. We also have an AI roadmap. We're going to be including things like Blockade, Mid-Journey, stuff like this. We're going to include it, and of course, in-world AI, API integrations will all be here. You can see this. I will make this presentation available for everybody if you want to dig in deep. All of this information is available at metaverse.com, METAVRSE. Some of the things you can do: interactive 3D training. All of these are built on MetaVRse platforms. So we've done industrial equipment, consumer electronics, education, household products, transportation, medical, immersive brand experiences, art museums, consumer electronics, fashion, furniture, retail, you name it, we've been working on it. 3D collaborative spaces, Metopia is that, but you can build your own as well. So we've built everything from sales and meetings to rooms that have digital twins of factories, that type of thing. And then, of course, the last one that we don't really touch on too much is gaming, but you can build full games and apps and persistent worlds, whatever you want. All of these were built on the MetaVRse Engine. So we're super excited. And in the future, we don't really touch on this, but in the future, you'll be able to use this technology for MetaVRse solutions in the industrial world. So 3D design, product design, engineering, that type of thing, digital twins. It's really unlimited what you can do. This is a general purpose technology that can be used for literally anything in myriad industries around the world. We've partnered with some of the biggest companies in the world: Qualcomm, NVIDIA, Oculus, Epic Games gave us a mega grant. Siemens Healthineers is one of our clients. We're Microsoft partners. We've gone through 3 accelerators: Creative Destruction Lab, Founders Factory, and Next. Thanks to them for helping us get to this part of our journey. They've been very instrumental in helping us mature as a company. And then, of course, we're part of the MetaVRse Standards Forum and the Kronos Group, proud members to help kind of define the future of 3D in the world. We've obviously worked with a number of different companies, some industry recognition here. I'll just read one of them here. The world will soon realize the impact MetaVRse will have on commerce and marketing for brands and retailers. That's Brian Hutchinson from the Mars Agency. And Terry Schuster, who's one of my personal advisors and great friends, says MetaVRse is an important new tool in the no-code movement. So we're super excited about what we're doing. And you can scan this QR code. Again, my email's here as well, alan@metaverse.com. Feel free to reach out. I can't wait to see what you build. And thank you for joining us on our mission, MetaVRse creation for everyone. Peace.